Haven't did any videos lately, but we got an honest trailer for Infinity War. Saw that this morning. Couldn't pass up the opportunity. Should be pretty funny. When movies are successful, people love to find things that's wrong with it. They're just like, you know what? They could have done this. They could have did that. Oh yeah, exactly. Especially if you're not a fan of the material. For some reason, there's a bunch of people in the world, when they're not fans of material, they just hate the fact that it's successful. They want to tear it down, and they think everybody can't see what's wrong with it. It's not how the world works. So anyway, let's get into this, since this should be good.
The following trailer is rated S for spoilers. Today's episode is brought to you by the U.S. Army.
This should be good.
From the Thanos of Hollywood
Thanos of
comes
Hollywood.
what could be the best movie Marvel's ever made, but without a doubt is the most movie Marvel's ever made.
There's so many epic shots.
There is just so much movie in this movie.
Yeah.
Look at all that movie.
That makes sense to me for some reason.
Avengers,
So much movie
Infinity
in this
War.
movie.
Journey into a new era of the MCU, where after 10 years of having to streamline their plot so normies would know what's happening,
Normies.
Marvel's gotten so big, they'll drop you right into episode 19, part 1 of 2, without wasting a second on who anyone is or why you should care. Because let's face it, you're either on this hype train by now, or the Winter Soldier using Rocket Raccoon as a sidearm won't mean to you.
For
Don't you
real?
see? They're both cyborgs rebelling against their destructive programming to do good. Dad, why aren't you listening
People
to
like
me?
that.
Are you
reading too
yawning?
deep into stuff.
All your favorite heroes are here, like Tony Stark, the scientist who finds out magic exists and takes it in stride,
He came here to steal a necklace from a wizard.
but literally can't eat
I
it
do
when
for
another
10 years?
quippy guy with a goatee shows up.
What is your job exactly besides making blue?
Awesome face of the
Star-Lord,
world.
whose entire first movie
That's what he
was
said in the
completely
comments to
undone.
Doctor
We'd
Strange.
like to express our profound gratitude for your help in saving Xandar.
You decimated Xandar.
And takes it in stride, but literally can't even when another buff guy with blonde hair shows up.
You mocking me? He's trying to copy it.
That was
Captain
hilarious.
America, who heroically accepts his reduced role as guy who knows a guy.
Can we do that?
Not me, not here.
I know somewhere. Who could find Vision? Probably Steve Rogers.
Black Panther, whose lack of screen time proves no one knew how big of a deal he'd be. And Spider-Man, the boy who'd rather hitch a ride into space and die than stay home and be in Venom. You and me both, kid. But they're not alone, because all these other characters are also back, like Bruce Banner, a man in desperate need of a Phase 3 recap video.
Tony, you lost another Superbot? Who's Scott?
Ant-Man.
There's an Ant-Man and a Spider-Man?
The Avengers broke up. We're toast.
Like a band? Like the Beatles?
So much he missed in
Scarlet
2
Witch,
years.
the X-Man who's
supposedly.
completed her Halle Berry arc of losing her weird accent as the movies go on.
Everybody's afraid of something.
Well, there are people who are expecting me too. You know, we both made promises.
Gamora, the emotional center of the whole story, and the best actor? Huh, didn't see that one coming.
Well, she had a lot of
Loki,
screen time.
Slightly more dead than the last 2 times. The rest of the
Slightly more
Guardians
dead.
pre-James Gunn petition. Those were simpler
Ooh, they
times
mentioned
a
that.
few weeks ago. And Bucky, the one-armed artisanal goat cheese farmer.
It's my
But
man
they're
right there.
not
I don't know
alone
why I like the
either,
Winter Soldier so
because
much.
holy crap, there are so many people in this movie. Like Rhodey, Okoye, Mantis, Vision, Falcon, Wong, Shuri, M'Baku, Red Skull, Nick Fury. Oh hey, where you been? Thunderbolt Ross? Again? Okay. Marissa Hall, right? Is that her name? Pepper! Hey, last Phase 1 girlfriend standing. Good for you. Nedry? And Hawkeye's name.
Where's Clint?
Wow, the only heroes missing are the ones on all those Netflix shows Kevin Feige hates. Next time, Iron Fist. Next time. Or not. For all the characters crammed into this thing, thrill as it centers around a buff bald guy trying to grow his rock collection.
They're minerals. Jesus, Marie.
No, Thanos. He's been looking for the Infinity Stone so long, he's changed color twice. And after
Really?
he vowed in Age of Ultron to do it himself,
I'll do it myself.
I mean, the
he
time
waited
placement.
like 7
of the
whole
movies.
movies, including 2 that took place in space, and then boldly sent more of his kids to do it for him. You, sir, are a really bad stepfather, but dang, what a great daddy. Oh,
They'll find
yeah.
stuff. always
Watch
kinda-
these
What?
movies catch up to one of comics' longest-running traditions, briefly killing people off to goose sales, where with a single snap of the fingers, Disney erased the box office potential of Black Panther, Spider-Man, 5/7 of the Guardians, Doctor Strange, the Winter Soldier, and 1/3 of the Avengers. And if you think these deaths are gonna stick for longer
that
than a
rap to come
movie,
from?
I've got a copy of The Death of Superman to sell you. I mean, it's still in the original bag, mint condition, with the armband too. Come on, no
Really?
one? How about The Death of Tony Stark? Death of Captain America? How about
I remember
Thor?
both of
Nick
those.
Fury? Hawkeye? Okay, how about a copy of Infinity Gauntlet where the same thing happens and they all come back just fine?
Cool? Cool.
So cool.
Starring. Who throws a moon? Honestly. Four Stooges. Beards of no nation. He was a one-eyed blonde Thor flying purple people beater. Under Armour. Dumbo. Portal Combat! Tu Wong, thanks for nothing. Signed the Avengers. Short
Yeah,
of the
Wong could've
Forge,
jumped in
a
and helped out
hologram for the
a little bit
king.
more.
Teen Titan Blow. It wasn't me. It was the one-armed Stan. Do 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 do.
My Gamora.
Red Dead Redemption, and the Dust League.
The Justice League.
Game of Stones.
Yeah, something like that.
So, we're just gonna give him a pass for pretending this was a standalone movie? Yeah, we are. Today's episode was brought to you by the
Yeah.
U.S. Army.
Yeah, why not?
Fight-
I thought they would have found more stuff that would have probably triggered some people, but I don't see too much in there. It was a good movie overall. And like they said at the beginning, if you haven't jumped onto the bandwagon of the cinematic universe that was never done before like this years ago, you didn't even have to see every movie. You see a few of them. More than 4, you can pretty much catch up where it's going, especially just the Avengers movies. But yeah, so if you didn't jump on by then forget it. You're watching this movie confused, like, what's going on? Somebody should have told you, if you told anybody you was gonna go see this movie, that you had to see some other ones. That's what this movie was for. This is unique. It's something that wasn't done before. Just like when they filmed, The Lord of the Rings back to back or something like that. I mean, at the time, stuff like that wasn't done before. But yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I usually always prefer the comic story over the adaptation of the movie. Like most people probably, but it was good for the movie universe. I mean, so many things is different in this universe anyway. It was really good, and I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed the entire film. Like, I didn't have too many problems with this, that. A lot of people said they wanted to see some Hulk. They're saving that stuff. They have plans. So a lot of people who don't read or look up or know a lot of the behind the scenes information. And those are probably the ones who complain the most. And we can't get everything. And, everybody can't dedicate their lives to finding out all this stuff. They explain a lot on the DVDs. I think that's what they should be doing at interviews. Like, after the movie comes out, explain. But then it gives away spoilers and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, some people aren't going to get it. Some people are upset. Some people really wanted to see more of Hulk. We saw him take on Thanos at the beginning. He was going to lose. I mean, did we expect Thanos to lose in this movie? No, especially if we knew a part 2 was coming. And for those of you who didn't, now you know. You know what I mean? That's what this movie did. But it made bank. It was good. Critics loved it. Fans love it. For those people who didn't like it, hey, you didn't like it. It doesn't mean everybody else is wrong. It's the way business works, man. I was saying that today to somebody in a chat. I was like, I mean, most people get this, and some don't, but the majority of opinions that are the same usually dictate what the success is going to be or what's going to happen to the business. This is the movie business. If they didn't make money and they didn't need to make money and they could make these movies, they would make whatever and just keep putting it out. But you have to make money. So if the majority of people don't like the way it's headed, you make changes. If the majority of people do, keep it the same. But there's always those people like, you guys just don't know real movies or real music or real art or real literature. Whatever, you know what I mean? It's business. It's not this isn't for you. If you don't like it, watch something else. And stop spending your time talking about what was wrong with it. I know it's fun. It's fun to vent when you're angry, mad, pissed off. Go watch some stuff that you like, man. That'll distract you from having to say it all the time. But when the whole world's talking about something, it's kind of hard not to be like, oh, this again. I liked Frozen, but Frozen blew up way bigger than I thought it was, and everything was frozen for a while. And, stuff like that happens. But, I didn't get bitter and mad and keep talking about it or say, hey, it's overrated. Get the heck out of here. Your opinion means more to you, and it should, then it's going to mean everybody else. Anyway, this was good. Yeah, this was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be or anything like that, but whatever. Like the video if you like the video. Share, subscribe, leave some comments, whatever. You know what to do. See you next time.